Good morning, I'm meteorologist Jeff Gerber, streaming to you live from the 12 News studio. Something we're going to be doing every day, Monday through Friday, around 10 o'clock in the morning, whether the weather's active like we're seeing this morning, or if the weather's calm. We're going to be coming to you for about 10 to 15 minutes, letting you know what's going on weather-wise and giving you some interesting information as we go through each day as far as the weather's concerned or what's going on across the area. As we take a look this morning, we do have some active weather to talk about, and that's going to be rain and thunderstorms along a cold front that's parked itself right along the coast. And little disturbances riding along that front have brought in some rain and thunderstorms, mainly through parts of Orange and Jefferson County this morning. If you live up in the lakes area, you don't have to worry about any rain today. It's going to be quiet up there. Matter of fact, most of the skies are almost completely sunny up through the 190 corridor, places like Woodville, Jasper, Newton. You're not have to worry about anything as far as any active weather for today. But down here around the triangle, we are seeing some pretty heavy rain, a pretty good little thunderstorm working its way right now through central parts or almost southern parts of Jefferson County. We've had some showers also, as you can see, towards Orange County as well. Let's switch over to a current radar, and you can see right now some heavy rainfall from Port Arthur down towards Sabine Pass over to Winnie, including that whole ride from Winnie over to Port Arthur 73 corridor there, looking pretty wet for this morning. Now, it's not going to stick around all morning long. Matter of fact, this stuff's going to eventually slide off towards the east and clear out of here by later on this afternoon. But for this morning, it's going to be pretty wet, probably through at least lunchtime before we finally get some of the rain out of here. Take a closer look at what we're looking at, and you can see some of the heavier rain towards Taylor Landing, back towards Winnie, down towards some of the marshes in Jefferson County, and then as you get over towards Mid-County, Nederland, Groves, Port Neches, all seeing some rain for this morning. Not quite to Bridge City right now, but some of this could creep up in your direction. You can definitely see Port Arthur down towards Sabine Pass. That drive is also very wet for this morning. As you get back farther off towards the west, not much going on. So if you're driving from Beaumont trying to get to Houston this morning, yeah, you're going to run into a little bit of rain here and there, especially down towards the Winnie area. And then I think you'll be fine as you go past Winnie. It doesn't look like there's any rain out there. It's just really kind of confined here to southeast Texas and over into parts of southwest Louisiana. So if you have a trip over to Houston, might have to get through a little bit of rain here around our area, and then once you get past Winnie, like I said, looks like it's going to be fairly dry. But right now, the heaviest stuff definitely from, say, Mid-County southward towards the coast, and this stuff is slowly moving its way off towards the east. Here's the front just now into the Gulf of Mexico, and these little disturbances kicking up some rain right on the north side of this front. And you can see that extends from right here in southeast Texas all the way over into parts of south central Louisiana, this disturbance. Houston area right now, it's quiet, no problems out there. Matter of fact, if you look across the whole region, very quiet except for right here in our area where we're seeing some of those heavy showers and thunderstorms. Of course, that doesn't include the whole area as I just showed you. So deal with some rain this morning, nothing severe or anything like that, but definitely a lot of lightning, a lot of heavy rain out there to deal with for the next couple of hours, and then things will start to clear out of here. As we take a look outside, I want to go through some of these cameras. Some areas looking at lots of cloud cover, like over towards Lake Charles. They've been dealing with some spotty showers. Matter of fact, you can see a little bit of a raindrop there on this camera with mostly cloudy skies in our Roofing 911 live Skycam network. Of course, this is the port of Lake Charles. As we look over towards Lake Charles, hopefully we can see another couple of cameras pop up. I'd really like the camera for Jasper to pop up. That's where we're really seeing some sunshine out there. But here's, of course, from our 12 News studio. We have a camera outside on our tower looking to our south, and you can see some of the heavy rainfall once again down towards southern end of Jefferson County. And right here in Beaumont, really not seeing too much right now. This camera brought to you by Mid-County Plumbing, part of the Roofing 911 live Skycam network. But definitely you can see some of the showers just south of Beaumont. Like I said, if you're heading down towards Winnie, you're going to be definitely running into a little bit of rain. And then once you get past Winnie, you'll be fine. But you can see traffic at least going along smoothly here in southeast Texas. We always see that build up typically right along I-10 in the morning with the construction over towards Washington. But right now, everything looks like it's going to cross smoothly. Here we go. Here is Jasper. And just a couple of clouds out there, sunny skies, a whole different ball game as you head up into the lakes area. So yeah, if you're traveling up towards Jasper, Woodville, this is what you're going to see when you get away from the triangle. So not looking too bad up in the lakes area, and this is the way it's going to be through the afternoon. You won't see too many clouds. That front's going to be way too far south to really kick up any rain or even a lot of cloud cover for you. So if you live up there into the lakes, should be just a hot day. We're expecting temperatures there right around about 90 degrees. So things are looking pretty good for the lakes for today. This camera brought to you once again by Provalis in the Jasper area, once again part of the Roofing 911 Live Skycam network. So you can see kind of a whole different ball game if you come down around the triangle. Here's orange, Horseman's Western Store on our Roofing 911 Live Skycam network, showing temperatures in the lower 70s. Been seeing some rain here, a few thunderstorms earlier this morning. Southeasterly winds at 7, humidity at 77% with mostly cloudy skies. So kind of the tale of two tales. Well, one down here where it's storming around the triangle, and then up in the lakes area, they're seeing plenty of sunshine, dry conditions. Temperature-wise, we're looking at anywhere from right around 70 in Kirbyville to about 78 in Woodville and 77 at Jasper. Of course, it's going to be a little warmer there where they're seeing some sunshine. You get down here around the triangle, you can see Port Arthur at 72 with rain. Beaumont, we've been seeing a little bit of rain, but we're clouded over. We're at 72, 74 right now in Orange, and then Silsbee's at about 76. Must be raining right over the National Weather Service in Lake Charles because they have a temperature of 66. So definitely a little bit cooler there with the rain. And then if you look over towards places like Conroe and Houston, sunny skies over that way are mostly sunny, and they're already into the 80s this morning. 80 right now in Conroe, and then 81 in Houston. Take a look at Futurecast, and it shows most of the stuff out of here by this afternoon. Here's 1 o'clock. You can see those showers and thunderstorms moving off towards the east with that disturbance. And then through the afternoon, things should start to dry out. Expecting to see temperatures warmer than this as we head into this afternoon. Expecting at least some upper 80s around the triangle. And then I think we'll touch 90 degrees up towards the lakes there. I mean, you're already into the lower 80s there with the sunny skies. I think you'll get up to about 90 for today, even though that front came through, brought us a little bit cooler, drier air. Not going to cool off that much. Expecting to see a temperature right near 90 degrees as we get to the middle part of the afternoon. Heading into this evening, temperatures going to be dropping back down into the lower 80s to start off. By late in the evening, we'll see temperatures falling back into the 70s, and we'll continue with the 70s all the way through. It looks like tomorrow morning. Matter of fact, expecting maybe a few 60s up towards the lakes area as we start off on your Thursday. So another mild start up there this morning. We did have some 60s in places like Jasper, Woodville, Kirbyville earlier this morning. Jasper actually was down into the lower 60s, very mild. Won't be that cool tomorrow morning, but definitely going to be seeing temperatures drop off a little bit. And then tomorrow, really not expecting any rain as temperatures climb to around about 90 degrees, say 90 to maybe 93 in some spots for tomorrow afternoon. This Futurecast trying to show a few isolated showers for tomorrow. I don't think we'll see too much tomorrow as high pressure builds in and keeps us pretty quiet. As we look at the allergy report, tree is low and then very heavy on weed, grass, and mold. Unfortunately, if you're going to be out and about, you might be sniffing and sneezing, a little eye watering with the allergy report. Not looking good for today, especially weed, grass, and mold. We just got this in here at the top of the hour and updated this, so this is for today, and not looking great. All right, our coastal marine forecast, of course, we're seeing some showers and a few thunderstorms out there along the coast for this morning. That should clear out a little bit later on this afternoon. Winds have come down along the coast, northeast at 5 to 15 knots, seas around 2 to 3 feet. High tide, we'll have one at 11:45 this morning, then another late one at 11:51 for tonight. Low tides, we'll see one a little bit around 6 o'clock for tonight. Our sunset tonight's about 8:06, and you can see the winds kicking up with some of those showers and thunderstorms right now. These are current conditions out at Texas Point. You see the gusts up to about 24 miles an hour. Water temperatures very warm, 85 degrees out there into the Gulf of Mexico. Look for a light chop on the inland lakes and bays today. And like I said, we get a little bit of rain this morning, then that should eventually start to move out. So let's look at your forecast for today. We'll go through the forecast 7-day, and then we'll go back to that radar real quick and we'll show you the latest there. But today's forecast, we're going mostly cloudy. I should probably have put partly cloudy or mostly sunny up towards the lakes area because they're not seeing much cloud cover at all. And once again, there is where we're looking at temperatures around 90 today, and we're expecting to see temperatures upper 80s for later on this afternoon here around the triangle. We'll get that rain out of here. We'll start to break up the clouds just a little bit, hopefully warm us up. We've got about 20% coverage right now. That's about what we're seeing out there. Where we are seeing that 20% coverage, it's raining hard and there's some lightning and thunder, but places like inland southeast Texas not expecting any rain today as temperatures there will be sitting right around about 90 or so. Overnight, we will see some clouds move in, but we won't see any rain. Temperature's going to be dropping back, as I mentioned. We'll see some upper 60s towards the lakes, and then generally looking at some lower 70s here around the triangle. So it should be a pretty comfortable morning as we head towards Thursday morning, and then Thursday afternoon will be hot as we're expecting temperatures to jump to about 93 for a high tomorrow with mostly sunny skies, and then Friday about 91, partly cloudy. And then Saturday also looks dry as we'll see a high right around about 90 degrees. You notice morning lows are going to stay there into the lower to middle 70s through Saturday. So start of your holiday weekend looking good. Sunday, probably not too bad at all. Probably. We're looking at about a 20% chance of a couple isolated showers. So I think outdoor plans on Sunday, doing some barbecuing or something like that, you'll be fine. Temperatures right around 90. And then unfortunately for Monday, and into Tuesday, we'll see rain and thunderstorms pop up, and that's going to be mainly an afternoon thing, maybe going into the early evening. But if you have outdoor plans there, I think you might have some time there Monday and Tuesday where you can get those plans in. Scattered showers and thunderstorms will be around. Maybe just download the 12 News Now app if you haven't already, and you can kind of take those and keep an eye on what's going on. I think you'll be able to get some activities in outside on Memorial Day. As far as taking out the boat on the lake or something like that, that might be a little sketchy, especially during the afternoon with the showers and thunderstorms around. So we'll have to watch out for that. Well, let's go back to the radar real quick here as we take a look at once again what's going on, and you can see those showers and thunderstorms once again slowly pushing off towards the east along that cold front I showed you. And looks like as they move off towards the east, won't see too much development off towards the west. As I mentioned, heading from Beaumont over to Houston, you get past Winnie, there's not much at all on radar. So you'll be fine if you have a doctor's appointment or something like that over in the Houston area this morning or this afternoon. You won't have any problems there. There is one lone shower just south of Houston, but that shouldn't be a problem. It's really this heavy stuff that's moving through southern parts of Jefferson County right now. A lot of lightning with that, and over into parts of southwest Louisiana as well. Once again, we'll zoom in and you can see where some of the heaviest stuff is right along 73 there, right through Taylor Landing, Port Arthur, working its way up into Bridge City now. I said some of that stuff would probably work its way up that way. And then as you get towards Sabine Lake, Sabine Pass, some pretty heavy rain there as well. Kind of the back edge of this stuff you can see over towards the Winnie area, and that's going to be slowly pushing across Jefferson County through the rest of this morning, and then eventually over into parts of southwest Louisiana as we get into this afternoon. So it's not going to rain all day long, but you'll have to deal with some heavy rain for this morning just because very close to this front that's sitting right to our south. And like I said, you look at the big picture, really not much in the way of rain across much of the whole region. It's just right over southeast Texas where we're seeing some of those showers and thunderstorms right now, and we'll continue to see those, like I said, through the evening. Once again, you can see on our Roofing 911 live Skycam network from our 12 News studio, the heavy rain just south of Beaumont. Wouldn't be surprised some of these showers work their way up in the southern sections of Beaumont before they finally move off towards the east, and then we'll get those stuff cleared out of here for this morning going into this afternoon. So we'll continue to watch it, and hopefully it won't rain too much through this morning. Though they're probably getting some pretty heavy rainfall down in the southern parts of Jefferson County right now. And then, of course, once again, look, here's up into the lakes area where they're seeing plenty of sunshine out there for this morning. No problems in the lakes area. Quickly show you the 7-day forecast once again. A lot of folks trying to make plans already for the holiday weekend, and the majority of it will be fine. I don't think it's